department, and I'm also a member of the Historical Society, and I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about the Grange and how you were involved.
I was thinking of the Beavertown Grange.
Yes.
The Beavertown Grange was organized for the first time in 1917. I was not a member then. I was away. And it had quite a membership. And they went into business, which was their downfall, into the feed business and the fertilizer business. And they had some financial problems. And then it left. And then when I returned here in 24, we reorganized. The Grange was reorganized, and we bought what was the Grange Hall, which was the building situated just across the street here on the corner, from Aaron Musser, who owned it at that time, and we remodeled it into a Grange Hall. And we decided from the beginning that the purpose of the Grange primarily should be cultural, educational, and possibly recreational, rather than economic. Because by that time the vocational schools and the farm bureaus in each county were taking all that opportunity away. And we had a very active Grange, about 150, 200 members at one time.
It does consist of mostly Beavertown people.
Well, they were Beavertown, Beaver Springs, Truxellville, Dinosaur, Middleburg. They were from all around here. And it was very active. Now, we did a lot of entertaining ourselves. We had an excellent chorus for a number of years. We served a lot of chicken and waffle dinners.
Yeah, I remember some of those.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
All right. We've served a lot of chicken and waffle dinners. And we had debates, particularly with McClure Grange and Paynes Creek Grange, and sometimes with Freeburg Grange. We had speaking contests, particularly for the younger people. And the Grange was pretty fair. Now, I didn't think to go back. The masters of the Grange were most people whom you knew. Ray Ritter, who no longer lives, Jim Bingaman, no longer is living, and Jacob Hetrick was the first master. John A. Wetzel was master of the Grange, and Randall Rick, and I believe there were a few others, and I served 2 terms, 2 years. Then I moved away again. And the Grange was a good organization. If you recall, that was the era of secret societies and organizations.
Yeah.
That was the time from the early 1900s into about 1940. They flourished. The Masons first, the Oddfellows, the POS of A here in Beavertown was an excellent organization. The PO of A, Women's Division, was excellent. And in that made these organizations flourish. In the past 15 or 20 years, many of these organizations have failed. They've lost members, they've failed. We call it, those of us who were interested in it, call it the age of the automobile and television. And it has decimated the membership of the Grange. Now, while I was in Johnstown, I was quite active on the state level. I was lecturer of the Grange for 4 years, the state Grange. And then after I retired in '54, I was secretary of the state Grange for 2 years and a member of the executive committee for 4 years.
You know all about it then.
So I've been quite active in that time. And now I think that's about all I have to say that is pertinent, I think.
Okay,
There
well,
was a very excellent Grange at McClure, Fremont we call it at that time, Mountain Mills. Had a good Grange for a few years. Well, that's about all I have.
Hi, I'm Bill Wagner again. We'd like to thank Paul Hassinger and June Hartman for their participation in the interview. And during the break, Ira said he remembered something very unique about the Grange.
It's unique in this. It embraced the entire family, husband, wife, and all children over 13 years of age.
Was that one membership for everyone, or did you have...
Each had its individual membership, and each member had one vote on all issues.
Even the children?
Even children over 13 years of age. That was unique. That's very different from the Masons and the Oddfellows and the POS of A and the junior mechanics.
But the Beavertown Grange that was reorganized,
Yeah.
is still in existence.
It's still in existence.
Has about 42 members, you said?
She reported 42 paid-up members.
And they meet now...
Mostly in the Beaver Springs Fire Hall.
How often do they meet?
Once a month.
Once a month, even now yet. Well, that's very, very interesting. Now I would like to briefly review with you the report that we had that you once, once possessed a Gutenberg Bible in your home.
Yes, I had a Gutenberg Bible published in the 17th century in Gutenberg, Germany. A German type with wood block print. Very difficult to read. Very difficult. And I don't know when it came into our family. My grandfather had it, my father had it, and I got it.
And it was just sort of laying up on the attic or something?
Yes, it was up in a chest at my father's home. Nobody paid any attention to it because it was just an old German Bible.
An old German, probably family Bible.
Then when it came to me, I didn't pay much attention to it until I saw in Germany a Bible was sold for several $1 million. I thought to myself, well, this might be worth a little something.
You had one similar to what had been sold in Germany.
Yeah, published about the same time. And it was beautifully lithographed. Oh, the lithographing on it was beautiful.
I think they call that illumination, the old hand painting.
And then I became a little alarmed. And when my son came in, I told him to take it out, have it appraised and insured. And put it in a vault. And make arrangements for display purposes, which he has.
You mentioned that it's presently in a vault in Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio.
And your son has made it available on loan to
well, yes,
a museum in Cleveland.
It can be loaned. Several of the colleges, Worcester College and Akron University have already had it on display.
Do they assume liability then?
Oh, yes, they have to